Let me try that pastor. Let me try that prophet. I've heard about him that he can change situations. Do you know why he's not changing? The problem is not your pastor. Some of the situation does not need your prophet or your pastor. Some of the things need you to worship God. You have to worship God. There is a door that is waiting for you to just raise your hands and tell God that, God, you are holy and you are worthy. There's no one but you, God. You need to worship God. Some of the things that need you to worship God. Some of the things that need you to learn to bow and tell God who He is. God is waiting for you to tell Him that, God, you are Jehovah El Shaddai. God is waiting for you to tell Him that, Jehovah Adonai, Jehovah Jireh, you are worthy. I am that I am. There's no one like you. There's some of the things that are waiting for you to worship God. When Paul and Silas, they were kept in prison, that situation needed them to worship God. When they start to tell Him that, God, you are holy, all the chains they loose. All the gates were opened. There was an earthquake in the prison. Some of the things that need you to worship God, let me tell you, some of the things that need you to tell God that, God, you are wonderful. There's some of the things that need you to worship. You need to learn to worship from today. You are who you are because of Him. You are breathing today because of Him. You can walk, you can talk, you can see because of Him. You are not sick because of Him. He is worthy, He is wonderful. His grace is sufficient in your life. His grace is sufficient in your life. Learn to give thanks to God. Learn to thank God of whatever He's doing in your life. Learn to thank God. Learn to thank God. You are not who you are because of knowledge and wisdom you have. You are who you are because God is on your side. God is faithful. God is wonderful. God is holy. There's no one like Him. He cares about you. God cares about you.